Hey, it's Dad. Just thought I'd make a quick shot at tonight. I'm gonna make some of these little lovely potatoes. Gonna make them in fried up Italian with a little olive oil and some Italian seasoning, and wanted to give you guys a heads up on how to do that. So, first part is, of course, start with your potatoes. Now, these potatoes have been in the bag for about a week, so you see they start to get these little sprouts on them. That doesn't mean they're bad. It just means that they're thinking about growing again. So you take a little knife and you just nick that little thing off of there, and you toss it in your bowl, and then you do that with about, a bunch of them, because we're going to make a bunch of them, basically. Not all of them have those things on there, but the ones that do, you want to nick them off, because, whatever. I just don't want you thinking like, hey, you can't eat that stuff. Hang on, I got to turn down my Frank. No. You can sing along to whatever you want to sing along to. When I'm making Italian dishes, I like Frank Sinatra. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's because nobody else inspires me to make Italian food like Frank Sinatra. Today happens to be one of those fun days as part of our lovely coronavirus. So we're all trapped inside for the most part, unless you've decided not to cook real food and are going out to get food that somebody else made, which is fine. It's just not as delicious as if you could make it yourself, right? Because, when you cook, you can make it exactly the way you want it. So today we're going to make these potatoes. We're going to basically put them in a little bit of this beautiful Pompeii extra virgin olive oil. I really don't know what the difference is between virgin and extra virgin. It's sort of like never been to second base. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, so we're cleaning out our potatoes, and then what we're going to do is we're going to wash them, because everything in the world needs to be washed always, forever and ever, because we make all of our vegetables, for the most part today, in soil that has lots of fertilizer and or herbicides, pesticides, so that there's no weeds growing around it and there's no bugs growing around it, so that we get nice fresh vegetables that are not rotted, don't have bugs in them, and grow. It's just the way agriculture works today. All right, so got a bunch of these things. So what we're going to do then is I'm just going to halve them. In other words, cut them in half, right? Take your knife, go right through them. You got two pieces there. Toss them back in your bowl. Right, just go right through that with the rest of them. The reason I do that is because I like them to be a decent size when I'm, cooking them up. Not too big for the fork. Also because I find that when you take them and cut them in half, they get a lot of flavor in them on both sides. And I like mine to crisp up. I like crispy potatoes when I make these. Sort of the red bliss, but these are not reds, these are yellows. But they are essentially the same family. They'll be nice and tender and soft when they warm up. So I also like to put out most of my cooking mix and or seasoning before I get started. I don't know what you guys do, but I like to put out my pan, get my olive oil out, get my garlic out, my Italian seasoning, all that stuff in advance, so that when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. I'm not like grabbing at stuff, looking for stuff. All right, so you'll find that most of this stuff does not take very long to do. Cooking these potatoes probably takes about a half an hour, as long as you're all set to do it. Try to find as many of these, try to find all of them if you can that are not cut in half. Cut them in half. I'd like to say that my videotaping skills have improved. I've now propped up my phone in a random bowl of junk. So I'm not trying to hold it with one hand and actually work with one hand. Doesn't really work too well to cut potatoes and cook with. Maybe in the future I'll get some kind of, who knows, some equipment to hold my phone up. That'll be fun. All right, I think these are pretty well cut through for the most part. If you see any along the way, you're still missing a few, grab them, cut them. You can still cut them when you get them in the pan too. Unless you really want to get them for the most part. All right, so then we take them over, run them through. Oh, I had a couple like get away on me. I'm gonna find those, cut them. There'll be no escapees today. Get in the bowl. All right, so Dump them in your colander. All right. And we'll rinse them out. Hello. Why? Because that's what we do. All right. All rinsed out. Put them back in the bowl. So they are nice and clean, rinsed. All right. Now the fun part. So we're going to take a frying pan, right? A frying pan like this with a lid. Right, open it up, right? And we're going to pour some olive oil in there, our extra virgin, right? All right. Enough to cover it up, right? Because we want them to sizzle in there. It's like deep frying stuff, pan searing kind of fashion, right? So let's see that it's in there. Covered. All right. So after that, basically gonna put in our seasoning, which is a little bit of garlic powder, some actual minced garlic, and then this pinch perfect Italian seasoning. And that will coat our potatoes and make them taste delicious. So we're gonna cook it on about halfway. We get out a fork. Beyond the sea. All right, so put in a couple of forkfuls of minced garlic. That will amazingly stink your house up like amazing garlic. All right. Put our potatoes in there. And let's see, a little bit of our Italian seasoning. Easy on that stuff. Alright. That's in there. Alright. And then a little bit of the powder. It is far beyond the stars. Alright. So, there you have it. See that? Basically, you take like a little spatula there and mix it up, mix it around. Alright? That's it. Alright, then we cook that bad boy. Cook it for probably like 25 minutes, like I say. Turn them here and there, let them crisp up. Right? Yeah. And then when you're done, you got a really soft, tender, Italian seasoned, yellow, soft potato. It's nice and crisp. Alright. And take them out. I like to put them on a paper towel, get the rest of the olive oil off of them so they dry out, and then eat them. I'm gonna have them with broccoli and fried chicken tonight. Enjoy. See you soon. Love you.